Hello out there, all you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you once again for lending me your time and your ear listening into another 3DS Pitch for Switch Combined Ideas video. And this one is talking about Star Wars Jedi Knight, Jedi Knight Academy. Now, this game actually is kind of old. It's been out there for quite a while, and it's something that I think could do with an update. For one, for the 3DS, you can just go ahead and put that like right over. Because I don't think there's any limitations to the 3DS that would prevent you from being able to play the game in its current state on the 3DS. I mean, the only other thing they could do is just add in, put everything down on the bottom screen as far as the HUD, or instead of doing that, go ahead and put your inventory stuff down at the bottom screen for your force powers and your weapons and stuff. And that's really all you got to do. Like, it doesn't take a whole lot, like unless they wanted to put the map down there. But I don't think that Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy uses a map for when you're playing, though. But for putting it on the Switch, now there would be a few adjustments I'd make to the game. Honestly, I'd make it look prettier, obviously, because quite easily the Switch is much more capable. Is capable of producing much better graphics than what you see on the screen right now from this game. Then also I'd add in the HD Rumble and find a way to utilize it that it could be helpful to the player. Like kind of like I've said before with other games, with like utilizing it in a way that's very similar to how the Stone of Agony worked for the Rumble Pack back in Ocarina of Time. Just so it allows the player to find stuff that they would not generally be able to find on their own very easily. So like that's really like all I can think of for that, and maybe to add in like motion or gyro controls for like aiming and stuff like that. But that's it. Like you can also add in gyro controls for aiming and stuff for the 3DS version if you wanted to. But like it's not necessary, but you could since the availability is there. And I'm talking about doing it for both systems, so it kind of makes sense to do it for both of them. Put in the online multiplayer mode. I would, in general, I would have said to allow both the Switch and the PS4, Switch and the 3DS to play with each other. But if the games are like, even though it might be the same game, I think the development of them would be kind of different. So that probably wouldn't happen this time around. But if they could find a way to do that with everything I'm talking about, that'd be awesome, to be fully honest. Like that way you could have a bigger player base of people playing with each other online together, because this game does have an online component. So I would personally like it if it was done. I would. And since it's Star Wars, I have a feeling that it would do very well no matter what. It's just Star Wars is one of those things that sells well, like as long as you put the care into it. And like the only other thing I could say is to just tighten up the controls, because they are like the game is old. The game is older, so the controls have not aged exactly the best. But like that's something that just a little bit of tweaking can fix. There's like some tweaking and some time just messing around with it and playing it and play testing that can be fixed and handled. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really want to add to it, because I'm sitting here just contemplating, but I don't really think that there's a whole lot more I can say. This game really takes place after the original trilogy, I believe, as far as like the continuity and story. So that's the only other thing I could think of, is just to make changes to the game to make sure that it fits with the current continuity of the Star Wars universe. But that's it. There's not a whole lot more I can say about it. So thank you guys very much for listening. Keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me. And until the next time, please enjoy your games. Peace out.